Kevin the Skull Anderson presents
a video from yours truly.
Enjoy. And now, Kevin the Skull Anderson on the inevitability of World War III.
Hello. Do you know who this is? Yeah, it's me, Kevin the Skull Anderson. Today I'm just gonna rant. And by the way, if you guys like this video, don't hesitate to drop the skull on that like button. And of course, feedback is always appreciated, and subscribers are always welcome to subscribe. So, yeah. Alright. As the world moves closer to war, I find that the battle lines are being drawn. I find that America wants to side with terrorists and the West against the Russians and the Chinese, who I think are probably the most level-headed people in the world today. So all of a sudden, in the span of just 100 years, we've gone from being a world power to basically the scum of the earth. And me personally, I'm ashamed to be an American. I'm not gonna hide my shame. I admit it. I really am ashamed to be an American because of the way things are going right now. And the fact is, the Illuminati and the American government are the ones responsible for all of this. In my opinion. And it should be treated as an opinion. And it's kind of depressing to see how I can't describe it, because we as a human species have always been at war with ourselves. Every time throughout history when a group of people didn't like what another group of people was doing, they wanted to fight with them or fight against them. And the battle lines will be drawn and blood and chaos will be spilt throughout the land. And even today, it's still the standard when it comes to preparing for war. Because it seems like now America is the world police. It's actually, because we basically stick our nose into everyone else's business, even though we have all this freedom and all this constitutional rights. I don't even think we should call them rights anymore. We should just call them privileges, because that's what they are. Privileges. The fact that we were even given these privileges at all is a goddamn miracle. And sorry for my language. So, if World War III were to start today, how many people do you think would die by the time that war ended? Well, the way I look at it, the New World Order calls for population control, which means at least 90% of the world's population is going to be killed off. So I'd say about 7 billion people. And by the time the poor is killed off, there's just going to be a new kind of poor, because the rich suddenly will have to divide themselves into lower making people and higher making people. You know? And the sad part of it all is these wars that happened throughout history could have all been prevented. These wars that we started with ourselves could have been prevented. And same for World War III, because it seems like now we've let our victory against the Russians at the end of the Cold War get to us, and we've kind of used that as an excuse to brag and make fun of Russians. And now the Russians are going to fire back at us and cripple the American economy and the European economy for God knows what. Me personally, I don't care if the whole world goes to hell in a handbasket. I'm still going to find a way to succeed. Because that's what I do. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to waste any more time talking about this because I'm just wasting my breath just talking about it. So, with that said, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.
This has been a Killing Skull Anderson video.
Remember to believe in yourself, kids. Want to subscribe?